My name's Alane Brown, and my story begins when I was about 33 years old. I was healthy and alive and active. I was an athlete, had 4 children. My youngest at the time was 4 or 5 years old. And on one particular day, we went to go to her karate class, and she went in and started to take her class, and I continued up the stairs and sat down, and I had excruciating pain in my left leg. I had never experienced any pain before that I can remember, but it was painful enough that I took her back out of her class and we went home. And that began a barrage of testing and some of the scariest stuff that ever happened to me in my life. And they saw that my aorta was blocked and that the iliac arteries on both sides were also blocked, but the worst was on the left side. So they put a stent in. I think that the stent maybe lasted a week or so, and I immediately started having pain again in my leg, and so I went back to see that doctor. That was just at my local hospital. My primary care said, "We gotta get you into Boston." And they decided that what really needed to happen for me to maybe possibly feel well again, 100% or 90%, was to have a bypass surgery from my aorta right underneath my heart into both of my legs. 6 months or less, I'm back, because the scar tissue just turned into like a rock around my incision area and around where the graft met the vessel. And it would just totally block it off again. Just what seemed slow, because it wasn't like instantaneously, but just months in between. So surgery after surgery because of scar tissue. But that 8th surgery, that must have been my lucky number 8. And I can shout hallelujah finally. I feel like I've been healed, and since then I've been able to do many things that I couldn't do before. Not that I'm 100% where I used to be, but I'll take this over where I was any day. The illness slowly, it seemed like almost methodically, stole pieces of my life, stole who Alane was. I went from being a very active young woman to having my whole life be my living room, and even more small than that, the couch, because of the many surgeries and the pain from the surgeries and the medications. And I just recently found out from my daughter, who's now 18, that those years that she wanted to play, she'd say, "Mom, come on, let's play." And I say, "No, I don't feel well." She just didn't understand, and recently said, "I always thought you just didn't want to play with me anymore." She actually remembered the last time I played with her. We were outside in a snowstorm, making a snow fort, and my leg turned, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, but my leg turned purple and I had to go in. And I left her out there. I told her I'd be back, but I never made it back out there. Being a mom is such a huge thing. It's just a huge part of who I am. So to have that taken away from me like that, it's really still heartbreaking to me. I feel like stolen years, and I can't get them back. I'm smiling thinking about it. If anything that the Vascular Cures Foundation could figure out to prevent that from happening, to prevent 8 surgeries from happening to another young woman or another young dad, to help somebody along, it would just be phenomenal to me. It'd fill my heart with joy.